Well, good morning, all you lovely people. Welcome back to the grumpy git in the corner. Well, let's have a look what we've got to look at today, shall we? Well, first of all, we all know about the debacle that's going on down in Kent at the Manston Processing Centre and the like, and that they're kicking or trying to get people out of their homes to house these illegal arriving passengers. Well, Jedi Sunak said he wasn't going to the waste of time that is COP27. He was adamant he wasn't going to go. But now, with the shit hitting the fan from just about every direction in this country, he decides that he is going. Is he running away? Is he a coward? Yeah, I think so. We're facing the cost of living crisis, food prices going up, heating fuel going up, immigration out of control, police totally out of control and gone rogue. With most of them now, it would seem as if they're either criminals or perverts. And what does he do? Go off on a nice little jolly to warmer climes. And literally they're going there to talk about absolute bollocks. They're going to talk about things that won't happen, can't happen. So it's just a little 2-week jolly in the sun, basically. But think about this, Mr. Jedi. 2 weeks you'll be away near enough. That is more than enough time for the rest of them that are left here to make sure you ain't got a job to come back to, innit? Think about that. Anyway, moving on. Now, I talked the other day about the new public order bill that had been passed on to the House of the unelected, out-of-touch Lords. Well, there was another one on the way through, which they hadn't exactly said was going to be tabled, and this is the online safety bill. Now, as we know, there are a few things included in that will go quite a way to protecting the kids online. But there's laws already in place for this. They just don't use them correctly. But now the problem with this one is it doesn't only have these clauses in to deal with protection of the kids. It also has a lot more in that would severely restrict our freedom of speech, freedom of expression, to the point where you will not be able to disagree with anybody or debate with anybody. And God help you if you ever disagreed or talk about dissent about the shit shower in the House of Power. Well, lucky for us, this has been postponed again. Just for how long, I have no idea. But in my opinion, what they're actually doing is holding this back to see if the public order bill passes the Lords. Because they know there will be protests over this. And once the public order bill was passed, they have every excuse and every bit of power they need to crush any protests over the next bill. They're pushing so many of these new bills through under the smoke screens of everything else that's going on. It's getting to the point of you can see what they're doing. You can actually see what they're doing. They're bringing it in step by step. More and more oppression again. And I got hold of a story today. This one just proves my point of how ridiculous this all is. Now this one's to do with the RNLI. That we know now, and we've seen many a times, are helping with this invasion across the channel. Well, it came back to bite them on the arse. And really, you could not make this shit up. But there was apparently some of the RNLI members that were in Manchester, I think it was for a week or so, to do some training on how to save lives. In particular, hovercraft training, which with a lot of the mud flats and the beaches around our country is needed. They do have a few hovercrafts. But after a day's training, they came back to the 3-star hotel that they were staying in. Bear in mind, most of the illegal arriving passengers resided in 4-star hotels. But they came back to find all their belongings packed, sitting in reception waiting for them. Now this is the bit you couldn't make up. You really couldn't. They were being turfed out of a 3-star hotel to make way to put some of the illegals in. Now this just shows the absolute fucking ridiculousness of this situation. They just can't see the easiest way to stop this problem happening and stop all this occurring is turn them back in the channel. It's the easiest way. It solves a lot of problems in one go. But they haven't got the bollocks to do it. Unbelievable. This sort of thing is what puts my blood pressure up and gets me really annoyed. But anyway, the rest of the world, it would seem there is impending war with China threatening to invade Hong Kong or whatever over there. But now we've got another long-standing war that looks like it could be escalating. Between... Hello? Something coming through the door. The old war between South Korea and North Korea, with both of them launching missiles again, under the guise of testing. But they actually landed one less than 40 miles off the South Korean coast. Now they've also fired some of these things towards Japan. So no matter where you look in this world now, there's wars going on, or wars starting everywhere you look. If it's not country against country, it's governments against their people. Because I would class these as wars, a war on the people. You know, I'm actually getting to the point where if someone like the clown Putin pressed the red button, annihilation would be the best thing for the human race, because there's going to be nothing left of it by the time these idiots have finished with us anyway. But I'll leave it there for today, guys. The timer's going up. I can see it there. Don't like to keep them, make them too long. But as always, before I go, thank you everybody for their support, especially the new subs. I know they've been coming and going. I know YouTube have been wiping some off, so please check your subscription status. You know, this is just harassment from the faceless cowards. They, you know, they're part of this problem in this world today. But thank you to everybody for that support. My respects to each and every one of you. And until the next one, which may be tomorrow, it may not. I don't know the way the world's going to go at the moment with me here. I've got so much going on. But until then, as always, stay safe, stay strong, and stay free from this crap that the shit shower are putting out now. Respects, guys.